Is it rolling?
Yes, it's rolling.
Hi, I'm Lo. I first got into fashion when I was about 5, and I started rummaging through my brother's closet and picking all his baseball shirts and putting them over my dresses. And it kind of looked weird at first, but I definitely had that follow me through my whole life. So I love to mix and match pieces, and fashion's always been something that I've been really interested in.
Hi, I'm Juliana. I first got into fashion from a very young age. I remember when I was a kid, my cousins would come over and we would take extra scraps of fabric from my downstairs play bin, and I would wrap them around themselves, and we would have a little fashion show in our basement. So that's kind of what sparked it all.
So when I came across fashion blogging, I loved that it was relatable and that the girls wearing those clothes looked just like me. And I loved that it could be a platform to show people what I was wearing, but also to help them get inspired as well.
I started blogging in, I think it was June of 2013, and it was after following a lot of blogs for quite a while. I never felt like I could start because everyone has these very amazing, extravagant closets, and they know how to pair things perfectly.
And when I fully got immersed into the blogosphere, it was actually because of One Direction. And I saw one of their girlfriends wearing like really nice leather jackets and like ripped jeans, or like a really classic Oxford shirt, like a button-up. And she happened to be the best friend of We Wore What. So I kind of got immersed in One Direction, but now it's like straight away from that.
Lauren and I are fashion bloggers ourselves, so we initially started researching for our senior sem to look into the blogosphere, as we're calling it, and see why it is actually important and it's not just a hobby on the side of a lot of people's day jobs.
And Juliana and I were really passionate about blogging and what goes on behind it, because when my friends ask me what blogging is and like see me taking my posts, they don't really get it. So I wanted a place where my peers and my family and even my followers can look and see really how strategic it is and how it can become a business.
And what we've found is that people are creating big business out of this, and it is really impacting the way that everyone consumes fashion, whether they know it or not. So it kind of just stemmed from our own side interests and turned into a discovery of a revolution.
I can definitely get why people aren't interested in fashion blogging at first. It's definitely a niche audience sometimes. But when you look at the bigger picture of celebrities and the fashion scene already, I read an article the other day that said that in between fashion shows it used to be just magazine editors talking about how to get rid of their jet lag, but now it's for photographing these bloggers, which is pretty revolutionary if you think of it, that they've just come on the scene and they've had this huge impact on the industry.
Even if you're not avidly consuming fashion media, you're still impacted by the blogosphere. We live in a consumerist society. I think we all know that. Maybe not always materialistic, but we're definitely impacted by the purchases that we make. So the modern day blogger is actually acting as an advertiser, a trendsetter, a designer, all mixed into one.
In more relatable terms, bloggers are like your best friend recommending a piece of clothing to you, or like recommending a store. And it's just on a relatable level. They're bridging the gap of the internet, which can be kind of disconnected at some point, and they're making it feel more like a community. And with that community can come like bigger businesses and impact our economy as a whole.
One of the first bloggers I really loved was Emily Schumann of Cupcakes and Cashmere, and she doesn't take a completely high fashion approach, so you can really relate to her clothing and follow along her life story, as well as things that she wears every day. So I kind of try to follow that vibe in my own blog and have people relate to my everyday life, and not just, hey, I'm wearing this really awesome jacket that costs $3,000 that no one can really relate to price-wise.
The blogosphere is definitely intimidating. Before I got into it, I realized how much money goes into these people's wardrobes. So a lot of the girls I was looking at wear Zara and Topshop, and you're looking at items that cost $70 or more. And while I've been working my whole life for my savings and went abroad and all these fun things, I didn't feel qualified to become part of it.
I was like, oh, I'm just a junior in college. I can't start my blog yet, but I kind of just jumped over that hurdle and decided, hey, why not go for it? This is what I want to do. So Little Cup of J was born, and now I try to create content at least weekly, and it's just a way to escape from the noise of every day.
A lot goes into a blog post, more than you would think. We usually take a lot of time to prepare them, and Juliana and I are our own fashion photographers.
It's really nice always having someone there by your side that knows your own style and your own tastes, and just working together in the midst of a community that isn't really up into the fashion blogging sector yet.
So after class we'll like have a break and we'll be like, oh, we can photograph today. So we try to find like an area on campus or even go downtown or something if we have enough time, and find like a wall or a building that will match our outfits or just be like pleasing to the eye, rather than just like sitting in a classroom, because that's kind of boring.
So from the beginning we just pick our outfit based on the day. Like I said, I typically go for a pretty casual look and then try to dress it up for the actual post itself, throw on a hat or something out of the ordinary that you wouldn't see here in Vermont.
When we do finally pick our outfits and pick an area, we kind of go crazy and take tons and tons of photos, and you get a lot of weird looks and honks, and people just like really don't get it sometimes or think you're like more important than you are, and that's kind of fun.
We'll come back, edit everything in Photoshop. No, we don't cut off our thighs, thank you very much. We write our posts and create really great content, hopefully that people can relate to, and share it online for everyone to see.
My blog is my one creative outlet where no one has a say, no one grades me on it. It's just me and my personality, and I can pick and choose what I want, which is really liberating when you're in academia for 22 years, I guess. I'm grateful.
Where do I see Little Cup of J going? I would love to keep building a following, obviously, that's kind of the goal for every blogger. And just keep getting really positive feedback and having people be able to relate to the content that I'm producing, because it is my life and it is what I love.
I love it, and I could see it going somewhere because I am a part of affiliate programs and I get a lot of good feedback from it. But even if it doesn't turn into a billion-dollar business, I'll still be happy if people are getting inspiration from it, and I still get to be myself and be happy with what I'm doing and the content I'm putting on my blog.
I would love for it to just keep growing, and we'll see what happens. Oh, you're rolling?
Yeah, it's been rolling for the past 15 minutes.
Oh, I thought we were stopping. Okay.
Oh no. Ooh, a champagne bottle. Blog posts are kind of strategic when you're thinking. I don't know. Blog posts are kind of
Pause.
I think it's that.
Oh. Should I introduce myself? Yeah. Oh, God, it's so weird. So what's my question? Alright,
no, that could be funny. Can you hand me a water, please? Like, cut. I'm thinking. Shut up.
Definitely don't like to stray with like mustard colors or anything like of that nature, so I'm sorry. You like thanks.
Thanks for it. Can you like cut?
Cut!
Okay. Well, now how do we start?
Hi.
Break. Okay. Hi, I'm Juliana.
Do it again, I just kicked the radiator.